Good morning. Today is January 15th and we are finally getting back on the East Coast Connector Florida Trail, or Florida Connector Trail. It's technically the 10th day for Bobby on trail and I think it's the 7th or 8th for me because I took he did, I guess it's the 8th day for me because he took 2 days. He did 2 days of hiking that I didn't do. We are going to try to finish up this Florida Connector Trail and then get into Big Cypress, which is the official Florida Trail. So we're thinking it's going to probably take us about 5 days to finish the East Coast Florida Connector Trail and get through Big Cypress. And I hope that works out because we only have 5 days of food. So, yep. So Christian, my son Christian, just dropped us off and we're waiting for Bobby to get his shoes on and then we're gonna hit the trail. All right, here we go. Hopefully we don't have to get off. I don't want any more injuries. Hopefully, I already taped my feet, so hoping to be ready to go. Gotta get those little footsies ready. His ankle's doing a lot better. Which one is it? Oh yeah, you can see a little different. You can't really see it in the video, but that one's a little bit.
Get his foot ready.
Yeah, it's a little, slightly swollen, but nothing like it was. So I think we're going across the street to that canal. There's a little.
That dog.
Yeah, there's a little doggy over there.
Got an AC in his little.
I wish I could have taken Zulu, except I don't want him to be gator bait.
Alright. Cujo, Keen, and Dixie.
Bye. Take me back to Jupiter.
Cujo, Keen, and Dixie taking off. What's your trail name? And Cujo, Keen, and Nutter Butter.
I love you.
See you in a couple days.
Love ya. Cujo, Keen, out.
Send me the video. Hello, Everglades. It would have been nice to go on an airboat ride. I guess we'll have to do that with the kids some other time. I think the only one that hasn't done it in the family is Chloe. All right, we started at 8:30, actual walking, and we got a nice long canal walk. I think Bobby said that we have 4 miles before we stop and get water, or we have water, but I guess it's the next spot of civilization. All right, here we go. Trying to stay positive. Sign of wildlife. Some vultures. I'm not dead yet, guys. Keep moving on. Move on. I'm not dead yet. So, just realizing, it kind of just dawned on me that I took my last sips of coffee. We have decided that we're just gonna treat coffee as a luxury item when we go into town. So, honestly don't know when the next cup of coffee I'll have. It's all right. I'll be honest, I'm addicted to it and I kind of need a detox. So when we were walking the Keys, I packed like it's not the coffee that I drink, but it's like some kind of instant sugary coffee substitute, and I made 1 cup. So yeah, I did get like think when we were in the Keys, I think I bought coffee 2 times at like a restaurant. But honestly, the days that I didn't have coffee, I was okay. So I think I'm gonna be all right. And if anything, since I like to drink it like I drink it cold and sugary. I like it sugary. So it's probably gonna help me lose some weight. That's my plan anyway. I'm gonna detox out here, come back in 2 months. Praying that I can get it done in 2 months. And a few pounds later. Let's go. So Bobby just updated me on the map situation, and he informed me that this is what we'll be looking at for 20 miles today. I think we are trying to push it to 26 miles to get to a campsite. I don't know. I don't look at the map. He's the captain. He's the one that guides us. I just do what he says. But so we're gonna be, so according to what he said, if I understand it correctly, you have to, like, we could, I guess, sleep on this tonight if we had to, but I think the goal is to get to these, I think there's 1 or 2 campsites that we're gonna try to get to. If we can keep a halfway decent pace, hopefully around 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. But you can't enter, or once you enter the Seminole land, the tribal land, you're not allowed to camp. So until you get to Big Cypress, and they have, well, once you get to Big Cypress, you have to camp at the actual campsites because you're in the swamp. So tonight, we're trying to push big miles. I don't know why we do this, always on day 1. But trying to push big miles so that tomorrow's hike will be a little less strenuous, because I guess it would put us at 14 miles for tomorrow's hike, and 8 of that 14 miles, some of it's road, and tomorrow we're supposed to go down this road. I think it's called Loop Road, and it has a section on it where there's alligators like just lined up on the side of the road. So that'll be interesting. And but there's 8 miles of that walk tomorrow that starts swamp. It's a swamp walk. So it's going to be slow moving. So even though it's going to be less miles, it's going to still be an all day of hiking. So, and hopefully we can get to Big Cypress, the beginning of Big Cypress tomorrow morning, or tomorrow evening. So that's the plan. Hoping everything goes according to plan. And I'm praying that my feet hold up. I've got, I don't know if you could see, but this is very rocky. You have to kind of watch where you're walking, because as soon as I stepped out of the car, I stepped on a rock, and it was kind of like a big rock, kind of like this size. Let me see if you can see it. This size rock, and my foot kind of like just wobbled. So I was like, oh no, we're not going to start off like that. But I'm trying to just keep my eyes on the, just try to stay on the path that's a little smoother, not trip on a rock. I don't know what that was. Some kind of animal poop, and I don't think it was dog poop. Anyway, so yeah, hoping my feet stay blister free I taped up my pinky toes and on the inside of my ankles. I put insoles, like gel insoles in my hiking shoes. Now I have hiking shoes, not running shoes. So that should make a big difference too, because what I thought I was doing a favor to my feet, I was actually killing them on the road walk that we did in the Keys. I had my running shoes, which have a narrow toe box, and our hiking shoes have a more wider toe box. So it allows your toes to spread out and not rub. It was just, I guess, mistake after mistake. I guess that's where they say you learn from your mistakes. I won't do that again. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we're at. Praying that the feet hold up. So, all right. For snails or something. All right, I don't know if you can see this. Looks like it's part of a gator mouth. That's interesting. All right, they need to stay on. So we decided to come off the levee a little bit and come on this little path down the hill. Try to avoid some of the rocks because it was getting quite rocky. So hopefully we can save our feet, and we are definitely closer to the canal now. So as it's warming up, we might see a gator. Keeping our eyes peeled. No, let's not. No, not gonna swim with the gators. It's a little disturbing that we found a mouth of a gator. I'm not sure how that happens exactly. Is that a human or some kind of animal? I guess we'll never know. It's the trail mystery. All right, I'm guessing this is probably deer bones. Correction, it might be a gator because that looks like some skin from maybe the tail.
It's a crocky.
That's oh yeah, you can see the little snout right there.
So where's the teeth at?
Well, the teeth are just, who knows, disintegrated.
Just got smushed into the sand.
Is everything? Okay, we just stopped a few minutes ago. My left pinky toe was starting to rub, so I don't know, I haven't worn my hiking shoes in a while, so I put these gel pads, gel pad inserts, whatever, in my shoes, and before we even left the house, I put KT tape around my pinky toes and the inside of my heels. We walked like about 2 hours, and I started feeling like a pressure or rubbing tenderness right above my toenail on my left pinky toe. So obviously that's my problem child, so I wanted to address it. So we stopped and I pulled the KT tape off, which was not fun because it's so sticky. My intention was to just let it kind of fall off after walking through the swamp. So we took that off, and Bobby suggested putting a Band-Aid over the section that, like by my toenail where it was actually rubbing. So I did that and then covered that with Leuko tape, except he didn't like the job that I did with the Leuko tape because it was kind of not the flattest job. But I'm also trying to hunch over and trying to get to my pinky toe. I couldn't see it, so we had to rip the Band-Aid and the Leuko tape off. so much fun. And then he put it on for me. So he was playing foot doctor. So I took I have 2 pairs of socks on. One are the Injinji toe socks, and the other is the Darn Tough socks. And I felt like it was pretty kind of snug. And it might be because the insoles have my feet sitting different now. So I took the Darn Tough off. So one foot has 2 socks, the other foot has 1. So it's hard to say if my toe is better because it's tender already. And I guess we'll have to see how it develops. I don't want problems with that toe. The problem is it's not 100% healed. And the skin underneath and the skin on the top is coming off, and I've been trying to like kind of keep the skin just to be as a protector barrier from the new skin because that is tender. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. It's just, I have a feeling. I even bought these little silicone, I don't know if they're gonna do anything, but they're like these little silicone, I think they're for your pinky toes, like to put like little silicone gel pinky toes covers, like little, I don't know what you call them. We're walking by, what is this? What did you say this was?
Miccosukee tribe.
Yeah.
Sovereign lands.
Yeah,
Oh, look, it's like a cheeky hut house.
yeah, we're walking by the tribe, so we're not supposed to stop here. But yeah, so that's my situation. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. I figured I was gonna stop at lunch and address my toe, but I said, you know what, let's stop and do it right away. So
It's a big sawgrass.
yeah, that sawgrass is tall. Imagine having to walk in that. It's way over your head. I guess they use that in the canal somehow or something. They're doing a bunch of construction along the canal. It's a never-ending canal. Holy moly. All the little birdies just sunbathing. It's our first gator, our real live gator anyway, on trail. All right, we walk this little grassy walk for the next 6 miles, and then we're gonna try to get to a general store, and I think they have pizza.
Can you grab my umbrella?
Hold on, stop. Oh God.
Oh, look.
Here,
You
and
got a picture of that?
I'm filming it. Entering Miccosukee Indian Reservation. So
Camping for 12 miles.
yeah, can't stop and camp for 12 miles. So once we enter here, we have to walk to our campsite, which is how many more miles? 15 more miles. We've only done 11. So we need to keep a good pace. Hopefully we get lunch around 3:30. Be eating a light dinner. Hopefully the mosquitoes don't eat us alive when it gets dark. All right, using the umbrellas. It's a little warm with the sun beating down on us. We're aiming to get to lunch in a couple hours. It's like 12:35. Saw some airboat tours. Would have been nice to have been able to do that, but we've already wasted too much time going back home trying to recuperate, so we need to push hard getting miles done. So saw 2 gators, took a little break, saw 2 gators, and that was cool. Oh, Bobby found a rope. I don't know what he's gonna do with it. Let's see. You can't really see him. He just dropped it. Might have come in handy. Whoa, the wind is like constant, but it's like definitely gotten stronger on this side. But it feels good. It just feels like it's gonna rip the umbrella out of your hand while you're walking. The grass is behind me, so nice. Blowing in the wind. All right, I'll check in later. All right, so we finally stopped at lunch around 3:30. Last time I said it was 12:30, it was actually 1:30. But so it was a late lunch. We wanted pizza. It was really just a gas station. They didn't have pizza. We got quesadillas instead and French fries. Bobby got a beer and he got an alcoholic beverage for me. And I got another Frazzle. They didn't have lemon, but my plan is to try to drink this quick and conserve some of the ice, and then put my twisted tea in this cup, and then I can just sip it. Maybe it'll help my feet. My right heel is killing me. Anyway, it was a good little lunch. Was able to rest my foot for about 30 minutes or so, and all the birds are going nuts. And I talked to somebody that lives on the Indian reservation, and he was telling me how much it's changed in this area, and how they used to be able to just drink out of the canal, and now you can't do that because of all the pollution. And I think I can't remember if he said it was in the 60s or in the 80s that somebody said, oh, you're gonna have to buy bottled water. Ooh, I see a gator. That makes 3 for today. There's a gator out there, straight ahead. We're playing a game of how many gators we can see. So that makes 3 live ones and 2 dead ones so far. But yeah, he just said how he used to hunt and fish back in the day, and he gave up all his guns because, I mean, I'm not really for hunting animals, but I get it if you're gonna eat the meat, whatever. He said he used to feed his family hunting, but because of the pollution that he said there's too much mercury in the water, and he said that, I didn't know this, but he said that when you see all the cattails, it's a sign of pollution. So that was something new I learned today. I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, I know we're not to drink this canal, like we're walking along a canal all day long, but it could have ag runoff. So definitely, you know, pesticides and who knows what. I don't want to be leaving this trail and with 3 eyes and God knows what kind of cancer and other health problems. So it's not worth taking the risk. So that's why we had to stop at gas stations and any state parks along the way to get water. So we got a gallon of water, filled up all our waters, because after this spot, it's another 10 miles to camp. And we can get water at the camp, I think. I don't know, there's this site in the beginning. This, our app said that you can get water. Excuse me, but if not, we'll have to get it out of the canal. And we're not sure on the quality of water on that canal. So, but we just filled up all our water bottles. We should be okay until tomorrow. And tomorrow we get in the actual like Everglades area, and that water's good. So we can filter that water. So, but took some more Tylenol. Was able to rest the foot a little bit. My pinky toe feels okay. It feels like, you know, like, because I have a Band-Aid and it's wrapped, like it feels like a pressure, but I don't think it's like, I don't think there's a blister. But the plan is I'm not taking any Band-Aids off. They're staying on, and if they fall off in the swamp, they fall off. Then I'll re-bandage. But for now, I'm gonna just keep them bandaged up, and yeah, and then, but the heel is hurting, so there's not much I can do about that. It's just gonna, you just have to, you know, rest it and stretch. And I might have, we might try to get the kids, or one of our kids, to meet us after we get out of Big Cypress. So it would be our 5th day on trail. So I think that's Sunday. And maybe I'll have them pick up like a racquetball, like a little ball that's light that I can kind of roll my heel over. That might help. Something that's light though, because everything weighs. And I realized I forgot one of my medications at home, so I'm gonna need that too. So, but so far everything's good. We haven't really taken too many videos because honestly, we're literally just walking along a canal today, and we really haven't seen much. So, but at least the sun is not as hot, and just gonna try to push to get to camp. Oh, there's another gator. I don't know if you can see him in the camera. He looks like a pretty big one. Let me see. Look at how pretty. And these clouds are like feathery. Definitely getting cooler. That's because you're blind, old man. All right, we just went by some houses with dogs, and we're walking this road. Looks like it's gonna be a dark one to camp. How many miles do you think we've got left?
At least 5.
Oh God, 5.
Gator scares to come.
Oh yeah, we've had some. So on the side here, it opens up every now and then to like swampy, and we've had a couple gators just sitting there. One jumped in, scared the daylights out of us because we didn't see it. So gotta keep your eyes peeled. That's usually an indication that there's a gator around when you hear that noise. Every time we've heard that noise, we've seen a gator. Yeah, lights, camera, action. Let's keep our eyes peeled for gators. Because see, here's a little swampy.
What's that?
Here.
What's that shiny thing out there?
What?
Is that an eye?
I I don't see it, but I hear the
You
mosquitoes.
don't see it?
No,
In the distance.
I don't see. But I believe you. If you saw,
I don't know if that's a gator.
if you saw something, I believe you. All right. All right. Just walking in pitch black. There's gators on each side of the road in this one. All right. That's enough. Keep hearing gators splashing in the water. We have like maybe an hour to get to camp. Was that an owl? What was that? I'm trying to make as much noise as possible because, no lie, it's a little scary out here. So, yeah, I'm ready to call it quits for today.